ちゃんと二人きりじゃ緊張しちゃう？なんか取り持ってあげようか。いいよ、ナオくんが望む通りにするよ。
こんな時に何言ってんだ。
渡くん、お待たせ。
石原さん。
All right, my friends, we just got done watching Watari-kun episode number 2, and I'm still not completely sold on this. You know, there's so much mystery behind everything that's going on. So a couple of things. So the one thing is they keep trying to oversell us on Satsuki and Naoto and the things that they have gone through. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, being young kids, you know, being, 16 and 10 years old and having to go through the tragedy of, your parents dying in an accident and getting passed from family to family and finally landing at your aunt's, which at the end of the day, it didn't really click for me. And I know this sounds really stupid, right? But Tamayo, which is his aunt that they're staying with, that's his dad's sister. You would think that they'd be really close, decently close, to where them staying and whatever else is like, she's looks like a manga writer or something, but she's definitely like a work from home, closed office person. You would think that it wouldn't be too much of a ask. But anyways, I digress. But I feel like they're trying to sell us on the over dramatics Satsuki and Naoto. Again, they've been past, they've gone through some stuff for sure. But it's not so like horror. Like it's not like, horror or like they've gone through something like somebody was trying to kill them or some kind of like murder or something. It was just like, hey, they were dealt a bad hand, their parents got in an accident, and they've been trying to find themselves again. But the anime keeps trying to put this air of mystery on what they did before and, everything else. And then we have Satsuki, where, this episode she mentions that she's been with Naoto now for the whole 6 years. And her parents are MIA. And she lives alone for whatever reason. And, she lives just a couple minutes away and she's constantly keeping eyes on him. But really, where has she been for the last 6 years? Like, what's the story there? And what bothers me with it is that, again, these are just characters that are written, but let's just, put like a semblance of reality. It's like, why hasn't Naoto dug into where have you been? What have you been doing? Where are your parents? How do you sustain yourself? Like, how are you not asking these questions for somebody who is seemingly like, jumping in your bed, at this point? How do you know so much about me? Why did you choose now to come back? Like, there's so many things that are a mystery, but they're not mystery like, oh my God, this is so mysterious. It's just like normal things for somebody that just comes back into your life. Like, if somebody who I haven't seen in, 5-10 years comes back into my life, these are just gonna be normal questions I have, Why haven't I seen you? Why didn't you answer my calls? Why did you disappear? What school did you go to? Blah, blah, blah. You just infinite questions, but he doesn't ask anything. So I don't know if the mystery of her and the reality, although she makes herself seem like she's, this, but like, I don't know if it's really there. Then the other part of it is you have Yukari, which for some reason, I always hate when a character can't fathom that a girl or boy is interested in them when it is the most obvious thing in the world. So Yukari is constantly looking for him. She's constantly pursuing him. She's asking to come over. She knows where he lives. She wants to cook for him. She wants them to study together. Like, how many things need to happen for you to pick up on that, like, hey, this girl might like me? So if you like somebody, right, if you like a girl, if you like a boy, and you've had virtually no, like, you didn't have any prior relationship, and you begin to, talk to each other, and the person that you like begins to go out of their way to communicate with you, to hang out with you, to eat lunch with you, to walk home together, to do it. These are the things that you want. So I like when characters are written to like not pick up on that. I'd be like, it's impossible. What do you mean you want to come lay in my bed with me? Like this must be in a friendship way. It always drives me crazy. So where I see this going is Satsuki continues to be the mystery that inserts herself into his life, and Yukari ends up being the girl that he thinks is the impossible get that's also inserting himself to his life. And there's gonna be some kind of like love triangle to where they're kind of competing for Naoto's love. And then of course on top of it you have Zuzu or Zuzu, Zuzu Shiro, his sister, who's kind of managing that as she also wants to relegate, his life, that she also wants to, be a big part of it, and she wants to be such a part of it that she's also like dumbing herself down and basically saying like she can't live without him, like she can't do anything, but she's very capable, but she's trying to make it seem like she's not so that he dotes on her because that's what she wants. I just don't know if all of that, the non-mystery, I just don't know if all of that is good enough, to watch week over week. Like I don't like. I keep asking myself, am I entertained? And the answer to that is kinda. I like Yukari. I think that she's a very pretty character. I definitely like that. I just don't know if I like Naoto enough, and the self-deprecation and the just the way he's written. I just don't know if I like it. I don't know if there's enough depth here for the story that they're trying to tell me. And it just seems like we're gonna be caught in some stupid love triangle to where he has to choose, but he can't, and I don't know if it's good enough. So I'll probably get back for episode 3. And then I think at that point I'll make a decision if I'm gonna keep watching or not. But let me know what you guys think so far. You know what I mean? Like, selfish sister, beautiful girl who wants the MC and he can't understand it. Random mystery girl from his past comes back and acts like no time's passed and, she's a ball of mystery. Let me know what you guys think about all this, in the comments below. So I'm really 50-50. I think if I were to put a rating, I think 6 out of 10. I don't think it's like, I think it's okay. Like it's okay to good. I think, in the scales, 10's masterpiece, 9's amazing, 8 is great, 7 is good, 6 is okay, 5 is mediocre, and then below that is just garbage, right? And you can but like I would say this is like okay to good, somewhere around there. But like it more teeters to just, man, it's okay, Anyways, episode 2, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys next week for episode 3. Peace out.